Hello, hello. Evan here, and welcome back to the sunny side, a place to discuss film, television, games, all while being sincere, thought-provoking, and always staying on the sunny side. My name is Evan B. Thank you so much for watching, and happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Today is the beginning of the May the 4th week here on the sunny side. I wanted to go over all of the Star Wars movies, most of the Star Wars movies, I should say. I really wanted to talk about adaptation and story, and I think Anakin Skywalker's story from episode 1 to episode 6 is really fascinating, so that's what we're going to delve into. The 6 movies of the original trilogy and the prequels, as well as Solo and Rogue One in the middle, and talk about them chronologically, the way that the story unfolds as if you were a person coming in for the first time. You know, I was born in 1995, these movies came out and were targeted basically towards me and children of my age, and it got me into it. I loved it and watched it without having seen any Star Wars before, and then I got into the original trilogy after this. So I want to talk about a little things, what makes it Star Wars, what makes it not Star Wars, you know, adaptation and all those things. This is a story that has been, you know, done and redone a lot of different times in different corners because there are obviously intrinsically interesting things about the Star Wars universe that call people back, and, you know, what are those things that make it great? What are the things that you know, maybe get lost or maybe find their place in elsewhere, right? We're not going to shy away from negative things. We're just going to try to, you know, come at them with some good context and have interesting conversations about them. That's what the sunny side is all about. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. I watched The Phantom Menace last night, and you know what? I have a soft spot for this movie. I think a lot of the things that George Lucas is trying to do is really interesting. You know, if you sort of look into the history of how this film was made and a lot of George Lucas's influences, he loves Joseph Campbell. And Joseph Campbell wrote this incredible book, The Hero with a Thousand Faces. It details the hero's journey. It talks about storytelling and sort of, you know, these common storytelling tropes and ideas and systems that you see throughout the history of storytelling, and he really latched onto that, and he uses that here in Star Wars. And knowing what I sort of believe rumors say this original trilogy was supposed to do, with Jar Jar Binks being more of a major character, a little bit focused on some different stuff that got changed after the initial reception, you know, I think I give him the benefit of the doubt because I really like a lot of what he's doing. He's setting the groundwork with really interesting character stories. At the core of this film is the trio of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and Anakin. You have sort of grandfather, father, and son in this trilogy, and you're watching them come together. There's always, of course, the great, you know, good versus evil battle of Star Wars. There is good humor with Star Wars. There's great action sequences. There's whips and pans and cinematography moments that you just revel in, and George Lucas is so good at, and it's why these films are interesting. They're beautiful to look at, and so, you know, I think it's a lot of fun. I think going back to it, you can, you know, give it the benefit of the doubt, try to look at it just as its own thing. It's actually a fun movie. The end is a little muddled. Editing is weird. I do give you that with writing. But thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.